We're streaming. Okay, so usually I see this little notification pop up on the bottom right when it tells me when YouTube's up. Um, I hope that we're up. Let me see. I believe we are. So, anyways, hello, my name is Robert Wolf, joined by Sahaj Sarup, 96 Sports Applications Engineer. This call is open to the public, so anyone who would like to join us is, of course, welcome to. Hopefully, over time, we build up a nice little crowd of people who are interested in interacting in the 96 Sports ecosystem with our line of mezzanines brought to us by our mini 96 Sports partners. Today, August 19th, I don't know if I said that, but we're going to be doing a little review / discussion about the 4-port Ethernet mezzanine brought to us by Opsero. We had a open hours call last week with Jeff Johnson from Opsero. I believe he's the founder / CEO of that company. And we also had a Tech Talk Tuesday last week about the Ethernet mezzanine as well. So it does look like a very interesting mezzanine. I have one right here. I already did an unboxing. I don't want to go too much into that. However, Sahaj, I think we will still brush over the specs and yeah. So let me do this real quick, Sahaj. Is that okay? I'm going to just show the board off real quick, and then and then we'll do then I'll kind of let you take it over. But yeah, basically this is the box it comes in. We did this on Tech Talk Tuesday. If you're on the 96 Boards YouTube channel, cruise on over to one of the other live streams. You'll see Tech Talk Tuesday. I think it was episode 6. Inside this box, you get this little tiny plastic thing package with what looks like, or what is a 40-pin expander. I'm going to show it to you in a second here, or extender, sorry. And then you have your mezzanine right here. Now, what I mean by the extender, it's this thing right here. I'm going to pop it off. So this is the little extender that comes in that plastic package. The reason is because, as you can see, the height on this mezzanine is quite big. And if you want to hook up, say, a sensor mezzanine on top of this thing, then you'll need this extender, which they so nicely include in the kit. To get your sensor mezzanine on top. So yeah, that way, you can get your Ethernet ports in there and then also have some sensors on there as well. I'm going to let Sahaj go through the specs, but real quick, I do want to just share my screen and show where you can read more about this. So real quick, let me just open up 96 Boards and then share my screen here. Am I here? Oh, where did this go? Move this over here and then share screen. I'm holding this up like a doofus. I can put my hand down. All right, share screen 1. There we go. I think I'm sharing screen 1. So, if you haven't been to the 96 Boards website in a while, you will notice a lot of changes. 96 Boards website has been changing nonstop. Our website fellows over at Lenaro have been helping us out big time, setting up all the back end. But on the product side of things, we have Consumer Edition, Enterprise, IoT Edition, SOM Edition, and Mezzanine products. If you scroll down, you will not find it here. Maybe one day we will add it to the 96 Boards website, but it's not there yet. So where you're going to find more about this is the Opsero website. If you search Opsero,
or even ether96.com.
If you what?
Ethernet96.com.
Really?
Yeah.
Ethernet96.com, and it'll take us right there. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so Ethernet96.com takes you right to these docs, which it looks like Jeff must have put these together, huh?
Yep.
Wow, that's awesome. We're gonna have to try and get some of this stuff over into the 96 Boards docs. Seems he has a nice little setup here. You can see the pin configuration. You can look at the high speed and low speed headers, specification, et cetera, et cetera. I won't go through all of this. Maybe Sahaj will want to go through it, but I guess with all of this, I'll pass it over to you, Sahaj. Go ahead, take it away.
Hey, so yeah, this is the Ethernet Mezzanine. It's right now on the Ultra 96 V2, which is a revised variant of the Ultra 96. I have the JTAG debugger plug in, which also just acts as a like a UART console to USB output thing. So right now it's running Peter Linux, but kind of on the specification side, each of these chips that you can see are Ethernet PHYs. They are DB83867 from Texas Instruments, and these are SGMII. Each of them are capable of gigabit full duplex Ethernet. So you will get 1 gigabit per second up and down from each individual of these ports. Um, the way they are connected to the baseboard is not through USB, as a lot of people would expect. Since this is an FPGA board, they were able to reuse the CSI and DSI pins as the pairs for TX and RX from the PHY to the internal 4-port Ethernet gigabit driver that's built into the SoC as well. So either you can use FPGA or you can use the SoC's inbuilt IP. That's fine. But yeah, so this is very specific to the Ultra 96. Each port is again capable of full gigabit speeds. Um, yeah, apart from that, there's not much to it. You will get almost full usage of your low speed data. I think a couple of pins are being used for other purposes. And you all the examples are there on the website. So I will share my screen in a second, um, and you can see. Uh, so all the example designs are here, and you can just follow these guides. These are based on 2018.2, but newer Vivado variants will be released. They're updated, and you can like build a basic example and run like an echo server, just test stuff and try it out. So I have in fact built one. So I am right now logged in over UART to the Ultra 96. So if I log in as root and root again, and I do a uname A, you can see that I am on the Ultra 96. It's running the 18.2 SDK. And if I simply do just IPA, it will show me all the 4 Ethernet ports here. Now I don't have spare Ethernet cable sadly lying around, otherwise I could have shown the link come up, but it does and it's working fine. Um, so maybe one day, well, in the full video demo, we'll do a proper demo and walkthrough of the entire board. But like for now, yeah, you can just build better Linux on Ubuntu or Debian based system, and you can just take the SD card image and boot on the V2 or the V1 compatible with both the boards, and you will get 4 Ethernet links on the board.
Great. Yeah. So one other thing I think that is left to add to this, and it was mentioned, Sahaj is using this with the Ultra 96 board's baseboard consumer edition. But that is the only board right now, and I think ever, that this Mezzanine will work with. It was designed specifically for this board. If you do have a 96 board, if you do have an Ultra 96, this is definitely a must for your portfolio, for your toolbox. If you have any other questions regarding this, please feel free to reach out to us in our 96 Boards Discord server or on the forums, or via email, or just comment in this video. Sahaj, did you have any last things you wanted to say about this before we end it?
Yeah, I mean, some people might be wondering why you would need a 4-port Ethernet on your board. Well, there are many applications that anyone can think of right off the box. One of my favorites to say is to transfer high bandwidth video or image and data for neural network and AI purposes and processing. So you have tiny little Ethernet based cameras all around, and you can just put in all those streams and dump it onto your Ultra 96 and use its FPGA power to do all your image processing and stuff like that. Since most of the FPGA is unused, as all the Ethernet are directly connected to the socket instead of the FPGA.
Excellent. All right. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. This has been Mezzanine Monday episode number 1. We hope to bring you another Mezzanine Monday at our bi-weekly increment in 2 weeks. We'll showcase another Mezzanine and hopefully provide some fun demos and maybe bring in some guests to speak on said Mezzanine. So thanks again. Have a nice day. Take care. Thank you very much. 96boards.org.